AgWeek weather is sponsored by Bremer Bank. Connect with a banker today at bremer.com.
Is the region done with snow for the season? Here's Lydia with our Agri-weather outlook.
The madness of March. It happens in the weather world too. We get lots of ups and downs this time of year. What's happening is it's still cold up in Canada. They're still waking up with sub-zero temperatures morning after morning, especially the further north that you go into Canada. Meanwhile, well off to the south, Laredo, Texas has officially hit 100 degrees. The first triple-digit temperature of 2025. So things are heating up in the south and are still cold up to the north. What happens to us in the northern plains is that we are very much caught in the middle. That gives us really big temperature swings, especially without any snow on the ground, because snowpack does tend to keep your temperature colder. As we've gotten rid of a lot of the snow, of course, we've been about 2 feet behind average for a lot of us, 1.5 feet to 2 feet behind average. As we've gotten rid of a lot of that snow melt is gone. Now we have bare ground out there, and that allows our temperatures to have really big ups and really big downs. Anytime you get a system moving in from the south, wind out of the south, southwest, your temperature warms up. A lot of us have seen temperatures into the 50s and 60s already this season. That's early for March. But then you get systems out of the north and you can get sharp cool downs. Even after having days in the 50s and 60s, all of a sudden you're having days in the 20s and the 30s. We also get this really tight pressure gradient, which is how we measure wind. The tighter the pressure gradient, the windier it is. Of course, we're dry out there. Latest drought monitor just released, and we do have some persistent issues. Even with that bigger snowstorm that ran from around the Sioux Falls area to the Twin Cities now about a week and a half ago, that moisture is now considered in this very map, and it did not make very much of a difference. Still seeing moderate drought conditions from the Fargo area down I-29 towards Sioux Falls. You have some polka dots in there of severe drought conditions where you notice kind of that orange color from Park Rapids. Another one just to the east of Watertown, South Dakota. Aberdeen points out to the west, and then even worse, of course, as you travel out into western North Dakota with extreme drought conditions. Spring, by the way, is our windiest season. I just talked about how that pressure gradient is happening, and it's cold up to the north and warm down to the south, and we're caught in the middle. That tightens up our pressure gradient and makes us windy in spring. Spring is our windiest season. April specifically is our windiest month. Now, of course, we have dry conditions. We had a dry fall. We're behind average on snowfall. And so fire danger becomes a big concern this time of year. I'm also watching out for soil erosion as we don't have that great snowpack on the ground to kind of keep things in place. That top layer of soil can easily be blown away anytime there's a windy day. As for the forecast here into the next couple of weeks, we've got mild air stretching in. So once again, we'll watch for warmer days. But then things start to shift a little bit. We get a drop in the jet stream and cooler air starts to work its way in. So the ups and the downs, the madness of March does look to continue with little precip chances here into the next couple of weeks.